All right, so I broke the whole front of the car off, but hey guys, you want the big hammer or the smaller?
I think the big one.
The big one. I like my team, smart guys.
My name is Travis Pastrana. This is my wife. This is where I came from. This is where I'm going. And this is my story.
Texas Motor Speedway, I mean, you got the Discount Tire America's Tire Cup. It's gonna be really awesome. Hopefully I start out the weekend and we'll see what we can't do tomorrow. So went out in practice, jump practice. Pat Moore did it first, so I was like, okay, I'll just follow him off. And the Dodge Start has a little more power than his car, so he's like, I go halfway up and then I pin it. So I pinned it and I was in the air just watching him like, oh boy, I'm gonna die. Went all the way to flat, broke the whole front of the car off, and these guys have 24 hours to basically put a new front end on this thing. Motor, suspension, the whole kit and caboodle, and they're just welding piece after piece together. And I brought in Felipe Albuquerque to basically run the second car to help us get the most experience that we possibly can for X Games. And he goes out there in his first time ever in the car, and because the jump practice was canceled, they couldn't do anything. He has to run and qualify on his first lap ever in the car. And if they can fix this, then I won't have to throw him out of the backup car and send him back to Portugal. I think. Where's he from? I don't even know. Europe.
Yellow, then green.
And you know about
Red, then yellow, then green. He's got it. No problem.
You know, as I'm learning to be a good NASCAR wife, I'm learning that these tracks are giant. So I had to bring a new form of transportation.
Here we go. We get to do a lap right now. It said a drive with Andretti, and there's so many great Andrettis that I'm not even sure which one it is. I'm kind of hoping it's Mario. I know he's a little older, but maybe we'll just get a really sweet ride. So that's where we're heading right now. I'm gonna give up this lanyard here for the passenger lanyard here. I'm not a good passenger. They say we get up to, I don't know, like 195 miles an hour sitting passenger. So, I mean, it is Mario Andretti. I don't know if that's good or bad. I always said I'm not afraid of bad drivers if they drive slow. And I'm really scared of really good drivers, they drive fast. I mean, I've always looked up to you, but I don't know. Right here, the man, the myth, the legend. Okay, I'm looking at the speeds up here, 214 miles an hour. How close are these to the...
we'll be much faster.
Much faster than them. Excellent. That's what I don't like to hear at all. Excellent. That sounds scary. I'm not a good passenger.
I'm not either. That's why I'm driving.
Right.
He's the man. He's the man. I feel privileged to have him. You're too bad.
Thank you guys. Enjoy the ride. That's no joke. That's cool. Showed up here at driver's meeting. Guys worked all night to get the car ready. I think they say it's going to be good in an hour. It's 12 o'clock today, so it's really 24 hours of work. Here in driver's meeting, we're going to discuss what we got to do with the jump. We'll have a pretty good team discussion here, and when I say team, and everyone in GRC putting in their 2 cents. Just gave us a recommendation that you should hit the jump between 50 and 55 miles an hour, but they ban speedometers in our cars, so this could be really interesting.
Brian Deegan here. It's been cool racing with Travis. You know, we started in freestyle motocross back in the day and used to compete against each other, had X Games all the time, and He's always been a good competitor, you know, he's always pushed the limits. For him in the Dodge Dart, it's cool to see him bringing out new sponsors and, you know, with Discount Tire. And, you know, he overjumped the jump yesterday, crashed the car, and everyone wants to help to get him back because he needs to be in the race, you know. Just everyone's here trying to build the event, and it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what the Dodge Dart's got on this Ford Fiesta, dude.
Now it's gonna be my first big jump in US and actually in my life. But I need to follow someone to know the speeds, but I hope that everything goes well. Cross fingers.
Philippe, on his first half, his first lap, jumped the jump a little too far, broke everything in the front right of the suspension. So he came all the way over to try to help us with the Discount Tire Dodge Dart, and unfortunately, he broke the car and he had 4 laps. So I broke the last car, and then he broke this car. Oh well. Well, everything's a little bit bigger in Texas. But we're ready to go racing though. It's gonna be a fun day. Got off to a poor start behind two-time World Rally champion Marcus Gronholm. Second place in that heat was Andy Scott. We were never able to pass Andy and failed to qualify to my first heat race. Philippe got his car fixed right before the heat race started and was able to get out. And actually, after getting the whole shot in his race, he ran second behind Brian Deegan until he overshot the water hazard on the final lap and gave up the last transfer spot to former drifting champion and Rebel athlete Reese Miller. Philippe and I talked going into the last chance qualifier, and he gave me all the information on how he set the launch control up and was actually able to get the whole shot over Ken Block, which was awesome. Was actually leading the race. When I dislocated my shoulder, I absolutely couldn't believe it. I mean, you had to win the LCQ to transfer on, and I was pretty much out of the race. Unfortunately, the quick fix that we did to Philippe's car didn't withstand the abuse of the jump. And it's so hard watching a main event from the side, and with Philippe and I both watching. Brian Deegan had the lead for a while. Unfortunately, they restarted it, and two-time World Rally champion Marcus Gronholm took the win. Tanner Faust in second, and Deegan rounded out the podium. A few things that we need to strengthen the car up coming into X Games, but I think we got a good amount of testing that we'll be able to do. And we just got done racing, and there's about, and I'm not lying, a line that's 1.5 miles long. There's probably, I don't know, there's definitely thousands and thousands of people that will be signing for it.
Travis is the man. What do I think about Travis? Travis is awesome.
The people just doing a queue so big just to get an autograph. Well, okay, Travis is quite big in here. I can see that, but he's really a nice guy for the people, and it's fantastic.
He actually got he got what, 12 laps in the car, and he's done about 18 hours of autograph signing so far. So I don't know if he's ever coming back again. You know, really looking forward to getting there and get this Dodge Dart on top of the podium because it really is a good car.
Great to be back at the racetrack. Stoked to be here in Texas. It was really fun. The car was working really well. Unfortunately, he couldn't hold it together, so hopefully he does a little better in X Games.
On the next episode of On Pace with Pastrana, we do some testing with the Dodge Dart before the X Games and go to the Nitro Circus 3D World Premiere.